Hey guys, UAV Waffle here, and today I'm going to show you how to do this. Which, if you couldn't tell, is add tides to Minecraft. I'm making an updated tutorial. Time set 300. Now, first I'm going to show you how to make a simple one that just raises and lowers the tides by one block. So, low tide will be down here at Y62, the normal level for the ocean. And high tide will be Y63. At nighttime, it will be low tide. During the daytime, it will be high tide. Then what I'll do is I'm going to show you how to make this monstrosity. This here is a very special machine because, first off, during high tide, the radius around you on which the water changes is 70 blocks, which is much further than I was able to do previously. Now, first off, I forgot to mention that this is for versions 1.13 and up. It will work for 1.12, but a lot of this stuff won't be necessary during 1.12, as there won't be any waterlogged stuff or plants. I'm sure you're wondering, why was it previously impossible to have such a wide radius? The answer is lag. You see, the previous method used repeating command blocks, which update the command every 20 times every single second, which was way too fast and unnecessary, which caused a lot of lag if it was too wide. So by building this machine, using this redstone loop, it only gets updated once in a while. Well, actually, I'm not going to worry about showing off this machine. That's entirely necessary. So first off, I'm going to show you how to make the basic tides, but I better disable this first. There, that works. Yeah. Alright, here is what you're going to need inside of this chest. 12 obsidian, 2 command blocks, redstone repeater, 2 redstone dust, 2 daylight sensors, this book with the book and quill with commands in it, or access to the description on this video. Otherwise, you're just going to have to pause it. Oh, finally, access to creative mode, because you can't use command blocks in survival mode. So first you want to pick an area. The higher the better. Make sure it's always elevated above the point where the tide is. Otherwise you have to do a bunch of waterproofing for the redstone. So we're just going to make a little platform here. Place down our command blocks just like that. Repeaters, redstone. Now you can definitely get away without any redstone at all. It's just you can adjust it some by having this further out, because fun fact about daylight sensors, their signal strength changes depending what time of the day it is. That's how this machine works. But this is just what I like to use, basically. Now, for commands. Oh yeah, have these command blocks. To get a command block, in case you don't know, type /give, and then you want to put in your username, or you can just type in @A. No, wait. Don't use @A. That'll give it to all players. /give @P, Minecraft, and then command block. And that'll give you a command block. And I don't know why I deleted that one, because I wanted to show you this. Then after you place it down, right click, select, repeat, and there you go. And that says it to these. What you want to do next, open up your book and quill, and you want to copy these commands. They'll be in the description. This is how you make the water rise. Put that in there. Hold on, first I want to disable this so I can show it off better. And this is how you make the water fall. Something to remember. Unless you place these in the spawn chunks of your world, you're going to have to do this. Head over to the right. You want to copy this command here. Then type F3. No. Yes, you want to push in F3 and G at the same time. And this will show you your world chunks. You want to do your best to keep this build inside of a world chunk. Now, I forgot to do that when I did this. So, lucky me, it just happens to be in the center. If you have it on the edge, then you're going to have to use more chunks than possible. But you'll see what I mean. Then put in this command. What this does is this tells Minecraft to always keep this chunk loaded in. If you do not run that command, then after you leave, say, 30 chunks out, as soon as this is out of your render distance, it will stop functioning and will not function until you get back inside your render distance. And to remove a force loaded chunk, in case you want to move it, type in force load, remove, then just use these put in these squiggly lines. And now this area has been removed. Did I already put these in? Yes, I did. Now, I will show it off. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, right-click this sensor so it turns into a night sensor. And let's see what it looks like. First, time set. During the day. 20 blocks away, this will constantly be refilled. Oh, let me turn on daylight cycle. I had that off, so it's showing things off. Do daylight cycle true. This, remember, the closer to you, the less laggy it is. Okay, good, there's no lag on the sun. But, wait, why is it disappearing? Oh, I know why it's disappearing. Okay. I forgot to turn this thing off. Let me just break this and this. There. Now this machine is off entirely. See, as I have travel around, the command block is placing water around me. And I don't know why it's lagging now, but it won't be lagging. It shouldn't lag for you. But if you are lagging, well, I'll show you how to optimize this later. And then when it goes nighttime, time set, night. Give it a second. Okay, it's really lagging. Something's activating. Oh, these are being activated at the same time. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. You have to put... If you have these command blocks activated at the same time, it'll be a tad bit glitchy. So I'm just going to put some space in between. There we go. That's better. Now they cannot be activated at the same time. Now this one does, it removes water. Now there is a bug, a very important bug that you need to see, involving waterlogged blocks. It cannot be currently, as far as I can tell, there's no way to clear out water from a waterlogged block using commands. So because of that, this happens. It will just kind of teleport back and forth from being fully spread out and not. Which is problematic and annoying to look at. Plus it causes lag. So it's best to try and avoid this. I don't know why it does this, but it's something you just kind of have to deal with. That won't be a problem unless you're trying to clear out water. And there's something else. Kelp. Kelp is problematic. Let me turn it to day, and you will see. And Now when it becomes night, this happens. So, of course you're wondering, how do I stop this? Because that's going to be really annoying. Well, it's simple. You just need one more command on the right here. Actually, it doesn't have to be that long. Gotta be that long though. Take this command, put it down, put in the same command as the other one, except instead of replacing water, type in kelp. And that'll get rid of kelp. Now, you have to run this command for every single layer of water that has to be removed has to be put in here. So you're actually going to need... Wait. Oh, this is being powered through here. Okay. So we put this here. And another issue is going to be bubble column. Just put in this command. And now bubble columns will be erased, because before bubble columns would do the same thing. I don't think you need to see. And that's what's up with here, why these have 3 command blocks and those only have 1. Now I'm going to make a day. So for any blocks that are problematic and you need them to stop teleporting up and down like that, just add in another command block with a name. And I'm sure by now you're wondering, hey, UAV Waffle, my PC is not so good. So, here's a solution to your not so good PC. You're gonna break this redstone here. Right, just smash this. Just get it out of here. In fact, we're gonna smash all of this. Get this all out of here. We don't need none of this stuff. We gotta get rid of it. We're going to take this bad boy. We want a regular command block. Be flipped. So this command is going to activate during the day, and this one will activate during the night. So, grab your book and quill. Day command goes in here. And as you can see, it's working. And it's updating slower. Now, because of this slower build-up time, it's much less laggy, and you can have a much wider radius. For this machine, it uses a 70 block radius. And we're going to grab the lower the water command. Now, obviously, you can troubleshoot with delays and stuff like that to get the best out. The best bang for your buck. Time, set, night. And that should... Ah, there we go. Now that's deactivated and that one's activated. Good. Now, as you can see, it's working. Clearing out all the water. Now I'm going to clear my inventory and disable this machine, because I want to show you how to make the ultimate machine. This one's the best. Here, let me show you. Right after let me turn it back on, and you will see how good this machine really is. This machine has 2 tides. It has low tide, which you just saw. Then this one activates, and you got you have an incoming tide, or like a low high tide, a lower high tide, and then it has a high tide, which goes up all the way to here, Y64. And then, of course, you need to have a system for getting rid of it. This one gets rid of bubble columns, this one gets rid of kelp, and this one gets rid of water. And this one does the same thing for Y63. Now, let me turn it to time set 300, game rule, do daylight cycle, false. And I'll show you how this works. So, as the day goes on, this daylight sensor will let out more and more redstone power, eventually reaching up to this line here. And when it does, this piston activates, allowing the I almost call that electricity, allowing the redstone power to head through this block, making it high tide. But we're going to break that, because we don't want it. And then, finally, we want these commands to always be activated whenever the other ones aren't. So at the same time this one gets turned on, this one activates, this turns off this redstone torch, and lowering the piston, which lowers the block, which cuts off the signal, turning these off, which keeps them from being activated from the same time, because if these and these are activated at the same time, that causes a lot of lag, and you do not want to deal with it. And plus, it's going to be looking a little bit glitchy. So, here's what you want. So, and this is just the same thing, but for Y64. Now I'll turn on daylight cycle, and you guys can watch it in action. Oh, see, if you want to see the tides just uninterrupted, just see tides rising and falling, I did in fact make a time lapse. I will link that in the description, or you may see it on the top right corner. Now / time. Oh, no. Game rule. Do daylight cycle. True. Now a little bit, you'll see that this will activate. Yep, there we go. See, now that's up, and that one's down, and now there's water. And as you can see, you still cannot swim through this river. That's one thing I like about this command. If I go like time set 300, this is what this normal. Oh, hold on, I left something. I left the different command activated accidentally. I'm just gonna break that. Okay, so that's where that lag was coming from. There we go, clear it out. This is what a normal Minecraft river would look like, and as you can see, it's not exactly a river. They're always blocked off. So this is what this command, hold on, I'm gonna make it. This command, what it does is it makes the water rise. So these rivers will be full rivers during high tide, but will not be rivers during low tide. So we'll show you. Time set 350. And in a second, the sun will rise a little bit, and then you will see it go up by 1 block. And then later on, I have it set so that, hold on, I'll show you. Over here, I have it set so that just a little before noon, when the sun's about here, these final last pistons will raise, causing it to the water to raise 1 more block, bringing the water level up to Y64. There is a glitch, which I will go into later, but we don't need to worry about that for now. So now do / time set noon, and there we go. Now this river is fully functional, and it also adds a neat thing where you travel through a river or a field that floods during high tide, and then the sun sets, and now you're stuck there. At least you can't take your boat through it anymore. This is another reason to make the much more complicated but optimized version, because you can have such a wide radius. It's so much more immersive. It's like the waters actually went that high. Now I'm going to set time set 200 to show you what exactly I meant about a field flooding, because that's one thing that it does. Alright, so over here you can see this field, and you'll notice that there's a lot of dirt. That's because this field floods during high tide and becomes a river. So, set this to true. Any second now, you'll see it rise. And then later on at noon, now of course, you can always add more layers to raise the water, or simply put, hold on, I'll show you. If you want the water to be higher, say you just want to make a massive flood, well, you can do that. Just go to your command, right? Over here, have that set to Y63, and then increase this, say, Y66. Now, there's a limit to how many blocks Minecraft can place at once, so you may have to decrease the radius of the square, but you can easily make huge floods, which I will be showing you in the end, because floods are always fun. So as you can see here, as I move around, the water gets higher. And because this desert is very low-lying, it is going to be mostly flooded. Also, there's this weird glitch. You see, normally, something about this you have to remember. There is a few problems. At Y63 and 64, it's always going to be placing this water. So there's just going to be water here during high tide, no matter what, at those levels. Now, the reason you don't see that happening here is, for some reason, Minecraft... Hold on. Caves are rendered differently. Like, it's like there's no air in here, because the program is designed to replace air with water, but when I place them break... See, look, it updates, and then water fills. As if, because when you break a block, I know Minecraft, it places air there instead. And the final issue, we're going to say time set 300 again. Now, there is one final issue that is quite problematic in my opinion, that, the nether. Don't go to the nether during high tide. Oh yeah, I forgot, something else. /times, I also have it set so that if I set it to nighttime, I think 1400 will be good. 14,000. Let's see. Is this up? Yeah, at nighttime, the water will rise, but only one block. And finally, when it rains, /time set noon /weather rain. Give it a second. The water level doesn't get as high when it rains. /weather clear. So that adds a bit of randomness to it. Times at 300. Now I will show you what happens in the nether. Alright, so here's a glitch that happens in the nether. Now, I don't know how to do this yet, how to change this, because I'm not very good at commands, but if you go up to Y62 and 63, here you're about to see the issue. Now, let's just set time set noon, and I will show you. As you can see, that's a bit of an issue. And that lag is from thousands bits of lava being turned into obsidian all at once. Yes, this command does add water into the nether. If you want a solution for this. I guess there might be a way to detect the players in what dimension they're in, but that's a lot of command stuff, and I'm not going to get into that. You guys can deal with it yourself. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do slash time set 300. It'll make this structure you're about to see. The ultimate, what you're seeing forming here is the ultimate lava cast. Hold on, I'm just clearing out some of this water, because it does not belong in here. Although the nether does kind of look cool being flooded and all. As you can see, this is quite the lava cast. Come on, gotta keep it going. You see, in the nether, lava travels faster, so because of that, it can form stuff like this. Because it actually is traveling faster than the water is. Which is pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm sorry guys for showing you this cursed image of water in the nether. But I figured I should have probably let you know. Because that is quite a serious offense, in my opinion. Please don't send me to jail. So yeah, don't go to the nether unless you want some of the greatest lava casts ever made. And why is this still flooded? Oh, it was still flooded because there was one block somehow one block of water was keeping this whole thing flowing. But yeah, this is not meant to be. Not at all. This looks so cool. Honestly, this is extremely mesmerizing. I would highly recommend you guys do this now. Look at this. That is literally insane. Now, where's my portal at? There it is. Well, now that's over. I will do what I promised to do. Disable. First, I have to disable this. Flash weather clear 9999 because I don't want to deal with rain ever again. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reusing this command, and I'll show you how to make a flood. So I'm going to set this over to... Here, let's see. How high do we want this flood to be? Well, first things first. I'm going to show you how to waterproof your redstone. Wait, what? That shouldn't be happening. Oh, I know what's happening. Alright. There we go. That's fixed. Disable this temporarily. Waterproof your redstone. Now remember, this replaces air, so all you have to do is go like this. If you accidentally built your commands too low and you're too lazy to raise them up. Just make sure there are no available air pockets. As long as there are no air pockets, water cannot be placed on it in that area, therefore the redstone will not break. Now, I'm not going to raise the water level more than my 70 because I don't want to break this machinery here because this took a long time for me to build and I might want to give you guys a world download. I might do that so you guys can mess around. I'm not sure. It depends. We'll see how it works out. But I'll finish showing you how. So all we have to do once I place that redstone here, now this redstone contraption is completely waterproofed for the flood. We're going to set this up to Y 70. That's not 70. 70. Now this might not work. I might have to decrease the radius, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not working. Oh, hold on. Is it? Oh, I'm so stupid. Water, replace air, fill with water. There we go. Probably increase the radius. I'm going to set it up to 30. That'll probably work. And all you have to do to get rid of the water is reverse the command. Alright, so this is working. So as you can see, this is how you would want... If you want to play a Minecraft world that's flooded, this is what you do. Now this command's a bit laggy. /game rule do daylight cycle. True. But hey, it works. And finally, there's something else. Say, it's pretty fun just sometimes to play in a flooded environment like this. Like, look at this place. Look at that. This is crazy. We head over here to this forest. Look at this. Whole world flooded. Only the tops of hills are showed. Oh, I forgot to mention. Swamps. Say goodbye to lily pads. This command will destroy all lily pads. And now, well, you plagued your world. Let's get rid of the water. It's going to set this, replace water with air. And this will get rid of it. And now you're about to see a great example of waterlogged blocks being problematic, because they always are when working with fill commands. We head back over to this village. I'm sure you'll remember how these fence posts were flooded. See? This is what they do. And they'll just keep doing that forever. Unless you manually either break the fence posts like this, or get a sponge or a bucket and do that. But if you're playing in a flooded world environment, I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Oh yeah, when you clear it out, remember, the mobs will take fall damage. So don't forget that. I'm just going to clear out all this water for you guys. In case I give you the world download. Then there won't be a big mess. But yeah, as you can see, this land does in fact look like it's been flooded. Oh yeah, it's also going to get rid of water lakes too. Because there's not a difference between what type of water you're placing down. Oh, I completely forgot. I wanted to show you this. Here. This, inside of this, book and quill will be all the commands to run these commands. Here, feel free to pause the video. Or just go to the description. But pretty much they're all the same, except with bubble columns. And I accidentally cleared my inventory, deleting the other one. That's going to be annoying because that means I have to re-get the commands for the basic one. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Goodbye.